That is the sound of a jar of names, and we shall pick out a name. I have one. It's technically the other jar of names, but details. And this video is for everyone, including but not excluded to Horia. Again, I think you got it last time, my friend. But yes, not excluded, not excluding everyone else. It's for everyone, including but not excluded to. There we go. I think I'll save that. I can't close this bloody jar of names. I'll stuff you then. I'll keep you open. Fine then. Where is my document? Here we go. So, this is a Cup of Tea podcast. This is the Cup of Tea. And this is the podcast. This is also the last time we will be in April in the podcast. So, goodbye April, and hello to next month as well. Right, so if you want to go to skip ahead in this podcast, you can go to my skip list on the first comment, and it'll be, you can go skip to update, this week's topic, this week's book club, this week's question, this week's goals, and this week's birthday. Yes, right, let's begin with update, shall we? So, if I find the right page, here we go. Right, so, update, what is going on this week? So I actually made a mistake on my list here. I actually put in some things I don't need to talk about. So if I try and cut them out, so I don't need that first one, don't need the second one. Here we go, we'll start with this third one. So Dark Cloud has been finished. Last Saturday was the last day. There was 3 episodes that day, 2 shorter ones, but it's been done. Dark Cloud is being completed. So what's going to happen now? Well, I did outline previously what's going to happen, but I'm going to do Dark Chronicle 2. I can do that. It's on the PlayStation 4. I can record it. 15-minute segments again. It's going to be blind though, which is different from the Dark Cloud. I've never played it before. I'm going to spend some time creating a little roadmap for myself to follow, but that won't be happening yet. That will happen in next holiday, which I think is when Harvest Moon Back to Nature finishes anyway, so it's going to be great. It's going to be like 2 cool games start at the same time. But yeah, that won't happen for a while yet, so just sort of sit back and relax and sort of take time to prepare yourself for Dark Chronicle when I start that, if you're going to be enjoying it, which I think most of you probably will be. But what else is going on? Now we're going to go back to regular scheduling, which is where 1 game a week will take game 1 slot, which is Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and the other one will take Tuesday and Thursday. Although because we're playing Assassin's Creed, that obviously gets a pointing episode, which is out on the Sunday, which is now going to be the Saturday, because Sunday is the day of rest. I adhere to these religious quips. Right, it's back to Neville. So yeah, Harvest Moon on Monday, Tuesday and Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Assassin's Creed, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Okie dokie then. Yeah, obviously, like last week, there was an extra episode of Harvest Moon. That was extra. Didn't realise I didn't need it, but I put it out anyway. But that's that. Also, there was a Cup of Adventure video out. It was the Volcano one. Hopefully you liked the Volcano one. If you haven't seen it, Cup of Adventure. It's my other channel I do, if you don't know. Hopefully there's going to be another one out by the time this is up. I'm not sure yet, because I'll talk about that later in the goals. Yes. Which you can obviously skip to. Also, in the update as well, there's a new game from Supergiant Games coming out. No, it's not. That's a different game I'm looking forward to. There's a new game coming out. I can't remember who it's by. It's a Japanese game, though, I think, called Grand Kingdom, which looks pretty decent. I like the look of it. I've applied for a beta starting in the beginning of May, so if I'm allowed, I'll make some videos about it in like a tea break style-esque video. Which will happen hopefully then, but I'm not sure if I can yet. But just keep that in the back of your head. That might happen then. We'll obviously find out as we progress. But that's the update. That's pretty much everything you've been updated with. Topic. Let's go on to this week's topic now. We just go through names. I need my document, which is closed. The Word one. Right. So it's a short one this week. We have on Monday podcast. That's what you're listening to right now. Happy Monday. And then today we also have Harvest Moon Back to Nature, one called Fall Down. You probably guess what that means, if you know what event is happening this week. And Tuesday we've got Assassin's Creed Revelations, called New Ruins, which is it's a conjoined title, the new part and the ruins part. Or actually no, it's more set in a period of time, like New Ruins. Think of it as like ruins that are new. So like maybe the ruins in the future, but right now they're new because they've just been built. Interesting. And then Wednesday, instead of Dark Cloud, we have Harvest Moon. This one is called Frozen Fire, because we do something related to fire, and it's obviously winter. So the winter pun plus the fire, which is the bit that tells you what we're doing. And that's also alliteration. Very nice. Oh my god, and speaking of alliteration, we're going on to Thursday. We have Assassin's Creed Revelations, and this one's called Assessing Assassins. And that's alliteration as well. Didn't even plan that. Yeah, Assessing Assassins implies that we're going to be assessing our assassins. Like they're having a lesson, we've got to watch them and judge them and stuff. And then Friday we have Harvest Moon Back to Nature, which is called Basil on Ice. Bit of trouble with that name, if you watch the episode you'll understand, but there's some trouble with that, trying to find that, and in the end I finally managed to get it. Right then, so then Saturday we're going to have Assassin's Creed Revelations Pointing. This is called Constantine Pointing. It's got the T pun in there because we're pointing in the Constantine district, so I had to get that in. But that is this week's videos. We've also got I won't do this week's Couple Adventure video because I'm not sure if I'm going to have it yet, which I'll talk about later in the quest. No, not quest. It's the same letter though. Goals, not even the same letter. Yeah, that's this week's names. Let's go on to book club. Still reading the book which is entitled Jonathan Strange, Mr. Norrell. It's actually, I realise it's not the best written book. It's great. I'm loving it. Fantastic. But it's not best. Like compared to something like The Witcher, I don't sort of like. If I've got 5 minutes, I won't like. Oh, I want to read that book. It's more like, I read it when I usually read stuff. And obviously The Witcher has that where I like to go read it all the time. Or Game of Thrones, even when I read that was going on. That was quite good. But this one, not so much. But it's still a great book. It's just obviously that little feature there where it's a bit. It's actually a little bit quite slow as well, I suppose. It's like it moves quite fast, but because I've seen the TV show, I suppose it's moving to those plot points a bit slower. I don't know. Maybe it's because I remember the TV show better than the other books I read after the TV show. Okay, then let's go on to community. I think, yeah. Let's go to Muncher Monday then. So these are the people that commented on this week's videos. Thank you for commenting, and I look forward to future comments from you as well. But this week we have Horrier, 40k Warrior Man, Nick Pro, Max Ravage, Dragon Lord 55511, and Dr. Dragon. So yes, thank you for commenting. And again, I look forward to your comments next week. Or yeah, next week. This coming week. That's it. I got it in the end. Right, is it Q&A next? It is Q&A. So this week we have one question from my Lord of Dragons, Dragon Lord 55511, who says, "Hello, Sir JDTwoSixTwo. I have a question and a riddle for you. Question: are you going to finish Harvest Moon first and then do another Let's Play?" Yes, that is what's going to happen. Where is my book? It's out the way where I can't read it. I'll get it out ready while I'm talking. So yes, that is what's going to happen. The next Let's Play will most likely start. Sorry, my chair's squeaking. Will most likely start when Harvest Moon is finished. It could possibly be when Assassin's Creed finishes, but I think it's going to be Harvest Moon finishing first. May the 27th is a Friday, and that's when I think Harvest Moon Back to Nature is going to finish, which means when that's finishing, there'll be a new Let's Play on the Tuesday, because Assassin's Creed will take Monday slot. So then there'll be a new Let's Play on the Tuesday, which I have got planned, and I love this game. I've quoted it many times before. I think before I did the redesign, I think I started recording, but I didn't think I started uploading. But I started recording it, and it's just great. So yeah, we'll have to stick obviously to that and see what happens. But that is when it should happen. It's going to be when Harvest Moon finishes. Actually, how long is that? That's got this week's. So that's up to what episodes are we on now? About 15 or so. 15 Assassin's Creed, maybe 16. I can't remember. So episode 16, just to be safe. So 16, 3 a week. So 16, 17, 18, 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah, it might be very close, but I think Harvest Moon is going to finish before Assassin's Creed Revelations is. So, yes, that's when it's going to happen. And that's when it should happen. It should happen on the 27th, well, on 28th, 29th, 30 days, so September, April, June, and November. 31. So, is that the 31st? Alright, yes, so the new Let's Play should start on the 31st or the 1st of May/June. Hopefully you're excited, my friend. It is very good. It's related to last week's question as well, which we'll cover in this episode as well with the answers. And your riddle is, I have no rings, but I can fly. I have no teeth, but I can bite. What am I? Hint, it is the object that comes out of a gun and often made of lead. Oh, I was going to say the cold, because the cold can fly, sort of. It has no wings. And it bites. So I suppose it does count. It could be cold as well, actually. It does fit that riddle, but the one you're looking for is bullet, I believe. Yes. Right, after the subscribers. No, it's not. That is the subscribers next. The subscribers. Dear. Right, so this week we're actually doing pretty well for ourselves. We were at 1,144. We've gone up 6 names this week. We have 7 names on the list, because we're now at 1,148. But we have 7 names, sorry. We have Benjamin Cacao, Mega Will, Ganar Neghuyen, Small Snake G, Nathan Does Games, Sarah Toussaint, and Joshua Darrell. Darrell. Yeah, so thank you for subscribing and welcome to the community. If you are watching, say hello. I do not bite. Much like the riddle. Yeah. What's next? It's question. So talking about what we were talking about in the... what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the new Let's Play. Yeah, similar to what we last week, it was what class do you like? Do you like mage, rogue, warrior? That's the other one. The three sort of main character types of genres. Yes, that's about these. Pretty much about the new. I can't speak about the new Let's Play that's happening. But let's see what people answered, and I'll talk about it as we go through. Horia says, I like a mix of warrior and mage. He says you can't have powerful armour and more powerful spells at the same time. I agree, I've always been more like a power mage, battle mage type thing, which is always a mix between battle and mage. However, I'm not sure. I think in Skyrim, my playthrough I'm doing right now, I've gone for a battle mage, where I've got heavy armour. No, battle mage, I don't know what the difference is. I think battle mage is heavy armour, more magic than swords and stuff. And a spell sword is more light armour, more sword and spell, like both at the same time, which is what I do. So I think, apart from the fact that I've got heavy armour, I think I'm more of a spell sword, because I think battle mage is more magic than weapons and stuff. But that's what I've sort of gone for. I've gone for that sort of spell sword sort of thing. I think if I did it again, I would do light armour, just because, I don't know, because there's no real perks. I mean, I suppose inventory space, but I cheat with that anyway, so it's not really a problem anyway. I suppose speed as well, but yeah, but that's what I go for as well, Horia, so we've got on the sort of same boat there. And Nick Pro also says warrior and mage combo. If you're a mage, you have ranged abilities, so you don't need to be a rogue. Yes, that is very true. So it's nice that we sort of all agreed on the same sort of pattern of weapons and stuff. Although I suppose in the game that I'm going to be playing it, you don't really have classes, because I'm going to be branching off into every single one anyway. And I'll just play my normal way I play this game, so it doesn't really make a difference of this. I just wanted to see what people liked, and it seems like we're all in sort of same agreement with the battle magey type thing. But yes, this week's question is, I've just been watching this documentary about global warming by Al Gore. It's called An Inconvenient Truth. It's doing it for college, and it's actually really fascinating. Like, I love the whole setting about it. Like, in about 20 years' time, 20 years, it's more than 20, but I can't remember what it is. But basically, they were saying about when the oceans rise, or if the oceans rise. All of the different landscapes and stuff where we changed and stuff because of the risen water levels, ocean levels, sea levels, and it's just, I'd love to sort of set like a story in that sort of time where it's happened and people are trying to survive, like obviously refugees and stuff, all that sort of things are happening, and like someone witnessing this through their eyes will be a great story to go. And I've got this story on my own. It's like a big story I have, where I would like to set it in the future like that anyway, because of other reasons as well. But yeah, I like the sound of it. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, what do you think about global warming is the question. Do you think it's a myth, or do you think it's actually something that is going on and is scientifically accurate? So yeah, let me know what you think. It's very political and very ecological. Right, this week, we're going to go on to this week's comment now. This week's comment this week goes to, sort of related to last week. It's that last big discussion about, I'm going to win it this week. Oh no, I am. And that was the sort of both of those guys won. This week goes to someone that did not partake last week, but sort of butt in this week to try and be this defender of the peace, the saviour of the innocent. My Lord of Dragons, Dragon Lord 55511 gets this week's comment because he sort of got in there. He addresses Horia and Nick Pro directly, saying, "We do not need fighting. Fighting is around the world." And again with the global warming, it's actually quite topical, I suppose, as well. But he sort of steps in there as like the voice of reason, the pillar of the community sort of thing. He's sort of, no fighting. So that's why he's the defender of the peace. There we go. Right, let's go on to this week's birthday. We've got a birthday this week. Yes, I remember asking ages ago about birthdays, when you have one, or if you have one, which you most likely do. Let me know when it is, and I will say happy birthday to you. So this week, for tomorrow, Tuesday the 26th of April, we say happy birthday to 40k Warrior Man, my daily commenter, who's not technically a daily commenter anymore, but he used to be, and the title's just stuck. But yeah, 40k Warrior Man, happy birthday to you. Yes, I hope you have the best wishes. Let us know what you got or what you're doing, and we will discuss in the comments below. Happy birthday, my friend. Right, now let's go on to this week's goals. what do we need to talk about this week's? Right, so last week I said I was going to do some documents, get them finished. It should happen by this week. It has. I've completed planning videos on Couple of Adventure for Q2, which is all the way up until the end of June. So that's all done, which is good. That's another thing off my list. So next is doing details. I said I wanted to do the details. I'm halfway through details. Not sure if they'll be done by this time, but podcasts, Prince of Persia, the old videos, and Harvest Moon have all been completed. I just need to do the details and thumbnails and everything for Dark Cloud and Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed won't take long, and Dark Cloud will take forever. So that's what's left. So I've done half of them, so half the way through. And also said about one video for Couple of Adventure. Hopefully that'll be up before this video is. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Now I can't do it tonight because I need purple cookies for it, and she's not available right now because she's asleep. As you do. Yes, so tomorrow I'll have to sort of do that after the 6 o'clock mark, and hopefully we can get it done. I'll get it edited and get it out. So hopefully that'll be out by the time this is up. If not, then I apologise. I suppose I can do it just after, because I'm not directly referencing, but I'm probably using pictures. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but yeah, hopefully that will happen. If not, then I apologise. Also, I said I wanted to try and keep up with the editing structure of getting Harvest Moon edited on Sunday, Assassin's Creed on the Monday, Dark Cloud on the Tuesday, which actually worked last week. It actually worked, although I did do instead of the Tuesday, it was the Monday, it was the Wednesday for Dark Cloud, but details. But I did it, and I'm going to try and keep up with that. So this week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure all the Harvest Moon episodes are edited today, Sunday, except yesterday, I mean. And then on Monday, all the Assassin's Creed videos are going to be edited, and that means I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Not Sunday. So I've got 6 days or so, I can't remember, I wasn't counting, to do these videos. So hopefully that'll be good. Right, but what goals do we have for this week? Well, I want to finish uploading all the details. That's going to be the next sort of thing to do. I also want to try and get another video up other than the cookie one. I also want to get another video up other than the one I've hopefully put up already. So that's it, and that's the main focus now, is to try and get those videos edited and start getting on track with them. Now I've planned all the videos, I want to get on track with them so I can go on to other things. So that's the next sort of main goal. That's for a longer period of time though. But yeah, that's this week's goals. Finish details and get one video up other than the one that's just gone up. So 1 or 2, depending on what's happening. Oh god, I've been talking for ages. I need to finish this now then. So yeah, that was the end of the video, or the podcast. I'm going to finish my cup of tea now. I just feel like I've rushed through that. So I try and get it shorter, but it never happens. Yeah, so I'm going to finish the cup of tea now. And the next time we meet will be May, in terms of podcast. So yeah, I will say, till the next time we meet, farewell. And I will leave you with what film? Mufasa. Ooh, do it again. Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.